Hey, good morning everybody. John Bergsma out here just outside the port of Ludington, a little bit south. We're here with Captain Adam and Scott from the Captain Chuck's 2, the infamous bait store of the north, and we are out here and showing you some early season opportunities here out of Ludington. We're not even to the 15th of May yet. I don't know, the 12th or 13th of May, and I'll tell you what, a lot of people don't know that this big lake fishery is going pretty much as soon as ice out happens. You start at the shorelines, you just kind of move your way out. We got a good fish on. Stay tuned here on Fisherman's Digest. Oh, do you? My biggest laker of all time, 26.5, was at a 560 on a 3 set on copper. I mean, not on copper, on a wired ivory. It was like nuts.
Rig for us, that chrome spin doctor with the Wonder Bread spinning glow.
I tell you what, there's a bat. Yeah, I do. We're out here off Ludington watching bats while we're catching lake trout. So how long has this fishery been going right now, Adam? About a good month?
Yeah, really, once we can get the boats in the water, we'll still have, you know, snap freeze ice and stuff, ice in marinas even into April. We put our boat in April 15th, and it's normally already been going for a couple weeks at that point.
Awesome.
We do get browns a little bit earlier in the year.
Yeah, I mean, that fishery has been a little bit down, but are you seeing any increase or just steady? Just at random?
Brown's been really tough. Nobody's really too sure. I had a pretty good conversation with Jay Wesley about it. And we just, you know, the water's been really high. The clarity of the water near shores hasn't been real great.
Right.
Like catching walleye in chocolate milk. You know,
yeah,
it's not
exactly.
that easy to do.
No, exactly. And I think that's part of the problem is when they stock them, they just end up on the Wisconsin side anyway. Because
yeah, it seems like they
swim
definitely
over there
like
and
it over
stay.
there.
Exactly. Just a good eater fish. Second fish of the day. It'll taste good. We're looking for bigger ones though. This thing in. One of the things we're going to talk about, as you know, for years back in the 80s and 90s, people talked about lake trout as junk fish. And you know, back when the forage base of Lake Michigan was different, they were a little more oily than like kings and coho and things like that. But I'll tell you what, since the invasion, if you will, of gobies and the change of the forage base of the lake trout have really improved tremendously in the quality of the food. You know, a lot of people now understand that if you eat lake trout fresh, so have your captain fillet it, keep from freezing it. You can hold it for several days in the refrigerator for sure. But if you eat that, you know, grill it, bake it, whatever, you know, a lot of different ways to prepare it. It's really, really good. In fact, Adam and I were talking last night, and Scott, that almost guaranteed if you took 2 fillets, a king fillet and a lake trout fillet the same size, and you served it to somebody all done, it'd be hard to tell which one was which. I mean, you'd have to be really educated to know. The fish quality is a lot better now in Lake Michigan than it was. That diversity of what the fish are eating is good. And there's also a cool thing called catch and cook, and that's a DNR authorized thing where you get restaurants in town that will actually take your captain cleaned and prepared and tagged food, and they'll actually make it for you, so you and your family can spend a half a day out on Hiatus or any other of the charters here in the Ludington fleet, and then your captain can clean it, bag it, put it on ice, and they'll label it. And then you'll find out, not every restaurant, understand that, not every restaurant will do it, but you'll find out which ones in town will, and you can go in there after your day is done and have a great meal, and that's called catch and cook, and that's a DNR authorized, state of Michigan authorized thing. So kind of some cool stuff that you can do in these port towns that not all the other towns around the state do. You aren't going to see that kind of a thing on an inland lake, situation, but in big towns like this, where fishing's a real deal, it's a kind of a fun way to do it. Super nice looking fish here out of Ludington. That's fish number 3. It's kind of getting mid-morning now, so the fish are starting to bite. We've talked to some other boats that are doing really nicely as well. So awesome opportunity here. Whether you take your own boat, we're not far from shore, probably only a mile from shore, or whether you hook up with Adam from Hiatus or any of the other guys from the association, they'll all put you on some super nice fish and give you a great time.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Qwest, built with purpose. Traxstech, the ultimate fishing system. Strike King, tie one on. Garmin.
Make loading and unloading your boat easy with the Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Load with ease, simply drive on the trailer and the Drotto will automatically latch to your bow eye. A hard plastic liner protects your boat. For launching, back your boat in, pull the release lever and away you go. For roller or bunk trailers, the Drotto is quick and easy to install and works with most V-hull boats. Spend less time at the landing and more time fishing. The Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch, online at DrottoProducts.com.
Got that on?
Yeah, it's on.
It's good. The Lake Trout, the other end. We're gonna try. I would actually go ahead and turn it right now for that to go. Sometimes you can make them go, sometimes you can't. Well, he had to get his captain check second. Get a 5-minute spot there. Yeah, exactly. So one of the things we've got here on this Angler Qwest 24 is a Garmin autopilot, and one of the things that you just saw on that last fish catch is we've only got 3 fishermen on the boat today, so it's super important that you're able to control your boat with an autopilot, because we had a hand-over-hand dipsy setup that we had to land right there. So we got one guy at the net, we got one guy reeling in the rod and reel, of course, and then one guy doing hand-over-hand to get the fish to the net. So having an autopilot on your boat is super important when you're Great Lakes fishing. You're usually battling currents, and when you battle those currents, what you don't want to do is have the boat moving all over the place. You want that boat locked in as good as possible. So it just does a lot better job than a guy can do at the wheel. You don't get as much of the tail wag, and it especially helps in keeping your dipsies, ready to go, ready to fire, and keeping them all lined up in a row. Good. So while Scotty wrangles this right here, this is Scott Keekstra. He owns Captain Chuck's 2 right here in downtown Ludington, and a lot of people don't understand the importance of having a super committed bait shop owner to the local community, especially when it comes to a Great Lakes port. There is so much that goes into staying on top of the product that you need on your shelves. Scott and his staff does a great job of that. Every once in a while we get to force him to leave the store and come out on a boat and go fishing, and today's one of those days. But when you're looking to go to a port town, it's super important that you just don't run to a big box store and try to buy all the stuff you need, because a lot of times things can be happening. When you walk into Captain Chuck's, they can help you you know, buy the stuff that's happening right now, whether it's a color of a spoon or a color of a spin doctor or a presentation. They have all the information that you need. So when you come into a town like Ludington, visit the local bait shop, give them their business, because they're going to give you the information you need in order to have a successful weekend or a week on the water.
Oh, trout rig, mountain bottom.
Whoa, that is lucky.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
I don't think it popped.
What'd you guys say?
I don't think the diver popped.
No, I know. We can't risk losing it though with the Keekstra set. No, under me. Talk about that.
No fin clips on the hole.
Right. So what we have here is a natural reproduction lake trout. If you notice, if you're looking at all the fins, front, back, upper, lower, there's no fin clips anywhere on this fish. That means this is a fish that spawned naturally right here in Lake Michigan. And that's encouraging for the fishery. You know, the DNR has stocked lake trout in the past, you know, to try to make sure that they're replenishing the system to, you know, all of the takeout that's going on. And this year they've done a good job. I think they put a total of over 800,000 kings back into the system at different ports throughout the state of Michigan. But it's good to see natural reproduction here on these lake trout.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Polarcraft, the toughest built aluminum boats, bar none. Dreamweaver, home of the revolutionary spin doctor. Lose, feel the difference. WavePro, best ride on the water.
WavePro high-performance boat pedestals eliminate bottoming out and back-jarring impacts. Now available the 2.0 version and slider seat hubs. The best in air shock technology provides a controlled return to keep you on your seat. Fast and easy to install with permanent mounts or movable hubs for quick and easy seat placement in 10 to 16-inch models. WavePro high-performance boat pedestals, best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.
I'm gonna get it back on autopilot. So they wanted the crazy Ivan, huh?
Yeah, they liked it. That's my dad. He had his patented Z troll, he called it.
Yeah.
He goes, "It sure catches fish." I go, "It sure tangles boards."
Yeah, exactly.
I would say the best thing for my dad and I's relationship is when we got autopilot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got along better.
Exactly. We're wrecking everything. How does he feel, Scott?
Just decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were all over it too. You got another one?
Another one?
Doubles. Get him, Adam. Get him. I'm
Watch
steering.
that high, because that got hit too at the same time.
Did you? Tell you what.
So this is a new product from Dreamweaver Lures. It's called the Whirligig, and it's a spinning, spins back there like this, but it floats up just a little bit off the bottom. There's a cavity in here that helps it just go. So this is going to be beaten into the bottom, and that'll be floating just above. Keeps it from getting dirty. Really good product. You know, the Spin and Glow, another good option. It's foam that helps it float up, but the Whirligig does the same thing. These have been really good in Ludington the last couple of years.
Beautiful. Looks like Scotty's fish is coming to us even. Oh, yeah. It's got another 3-pounder.
Oops, sorry.
Well, this is when you know fishing is good right now, is when you got trout flopping on the floor, but we don't got time to put them away because Adam's got a hand over hand this one. No, I got the net. I got a net. All right, we've got a mess going. That's perfect. Perfect. So we got a Ludington double, Scott and Adam's fish. Perfect. This is what you can get, guys. Early season trouting. Like I said, just call up, get on the website there for Ludington. They've got a charter boat association. They got a whole bunch of charter captains. All of them are great guys, just like Adam's taking out today. Families, group outings, kids. Kids is really the big thing. They go bonkers, you know, when they catch these fish. A lot of kids have never seen a fish this big before. So take the time to get on the website, check out the Charter Boat Association here in Ludington, get some kids out fishing. Beautiful.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Offshore Tackle Products, Flo-Fast, world's leading portable fluid transfer system, Drotto, catch and release boat system.
We all want to keep moving, and we all need fuel to do it. Now, with the revolutionary Flo-Fast system, you can fuel up and keep moving from literally anywhere. Flo-Fast will pump or siphon an amazing 8 gallons per minute, so you can get back to what you do best. To find out more about Flo-Fast, go to flofast.com. Flo-Fast. Fuel up. Keep moving.
Back in gear. Wow.
We wanted to show you the 3 baits that we use that were really, really good. So Adam, take it away. What are we holding, and what makes these baits so effective?
All right, so the last few years we've started to use a lot more spin doctors, which is a Dreamweaver product. over like a tin can or a Dodger. You can go lots of different speeds with these. You can go a lot faster.
Right.
This is a spin doctor. This one's called Trout Candy. It's a standard spin doctor from Dreamweaver, and this is a Fire Tiger Whirly Gig. This has been the secret for us.
This thing was hot
today. Very
yeah.
good bait.
Yeah.
And then we a little later, once the sun was up, we put out this gold. So it's a gold spin doctor, and it has a gold spinning glow on it. And that was a good
Scott was
producer.
killing us at the end with that. I mean, well, Scott broke off all of his 107 diver discs, you know, on the bottom. So he has a store.
Mine.
Yeah, yours.
Mine, yeah.
He has a store, so that's the whole point of that. But he ended up with just that one gold, and to be honest, he caught 2 big ones and 2 more with 1 rod in short order. And we were fishing, what, just a little south of town?
Just a little south. We call it Consumers Project, right out in front of the plant there.
Sure. Yeah, 65, 70 foot of water. Well, hey, if you're looking to upgrade your game a little bit, especially for trout or salmon, number 8 spin doctor, whirly gigs for trout, and of course Dreamweaver spoons has got a huge selection of all the right spoons you want for salmon, trout, and all of your Great Lakes fish. Adam. You can net them anytime. I'm locked on them. Wow, it's pretty hard. I think we got what we wanted on that. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us here on Fisherman's Digest. As you can see, Captain Adam knows what he's doing. Scott sells the right baits, and the lake trout here in Ludington are awesome to catch. Get yourself on the Ludington Charter Boat Association website, hook up with one of these great captains, and experience the awesome fishing that Ludington, Michigan offers.
Closed captioning is brought to you by WavePro. Best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.